What's up, everybody? Today I'm showing you another card trick tutorial. Let's get at it. So I'm going to deal about 16 cards from the top of the deck. Alright, so that's about 16 cards. That is 16 cards, actually. So let's deal these 16 cards. And now I'm going to show you guys that there's no setup going on. There's nothing shuffled. It's a shuffled deck of cards. You can all see that they're shuffled and all different. Alright, so here's where the trick comes to start. Alright, so now I have the cards dealt into 4 piles face up. I want the spectator, there's going to be one spectator name for this trick. I'm going to just think of a random card in this deck. Let's say, think of, the Nine of Spades. The Nine of Spades, this card right here. So let's say, I'm going to say, okay, I want you to think of a card, then tell me if it's in row 1, 2, 3, or 4. So to think of the Nine of Spades, they're going to say row 3. So I'm going to gather up all the cards and then place them back in the deck nice and neat and mixed up and all that. So okay, now I'm going to deal the cards down again just like this. And now then they'll tell me where their card is. I'll ask them the same question and now they're going to tell me the different answers. Sorry, I don't have the best setup for card dealing, but it's alright. So, let's just say Nine of Spades happens to be in row 4 this time. So now I'm going to deal up the cards from row 4, and row 3, row 2, row 1, all that goodness, and then just place it right here. And now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deal the cards into 4 separate piles, face down. Alrighty, so now we have the cards dealt into 4 piles face down. I'm going to ask the spectator to pick 2 cards. 2 piles. Let's say they pick these two right here. I'm gonna get rid of these 2. Oh, sorry. Well, at least we know that's not where their card is, hopefully. So now I'm gonna ask them to pick 1 pile. Let's say they pick this one. I'm gonna get rid of it. And now we have 4 cards from this pile. They can only have 1, so we're gonna eliminate 2 right now. Let's say they pick these 2 right here. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 right here. And let's say they pick this one. I'm gonna get rid of this one. So, it could be free random choice, it could be anything, but hey, I mean, wouldn't it be cool if their card, the Nine of Spades, was this card right here? Well, guess what? It is. You want to learn how it's done? Let's do it. I really like this trick because it's cool, gives a good effect from the audience, and this is what you have to do to perform it. Alright, so all you need is 16 cards, dealt in any order. It doesn't matter if it's a shuffled deck or a non-shuffled deck. There we go. That should be 16. And then you're going to want to deal the cards into 4 piles face up. So now the cards are dealt to 4 piles face up. I'm going to ask the spectator to think of a random card. The Nine of Spades is not in here. That's what I use for example. Let's say they use the Queen of Diamonds. The Queen of Diamonds right here. So let's say they pick that card, and I'm going to say pick one from row 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now they're going to pick the Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds is row 1. So now here's where it is. You got to keep track. You got to keep track of their card. So the Queen of Diamonds, I'm going to place it on top of everything else. That the King of Diamonds, the Queen of Diamonds is now the 4th card. It could be, it doesn't matter where. It's one. Their card needs to be one of the first 4 cards in the deck. So now when you deal them out again, you're going to deal them out like this. So these are all the cards that are from row 1, and since the Queen of Diamonds is right here, this will eliminate all 3 and narrow it down to 1, so that when they give you the answer for the question, is your card in row 1, 2, 3, or 4, it will give you the answer to the question, and you will automatically know what their card is. They don't know that you know, but they might know, but if they do know, just say these words. Hey, okay, I do know where your card is, but that's not the whole point of the trick. That's not the whole point of the trick. What I'm going to do next is going to be the whole point of the trick. So the Queen of Diamonds is in row 4. So here we go. Now the Queen of Diamonds is the first card selected. Okay, so if it's the first, I want to put it. It's all about keeping track. It's all about keeping track. And once you do that, everything goes on top. And now you're going to deal them face down. So right here is the Queen of Diamonds. So you're going to deal them into 4 piles face down. So that they don't know where their card is, and you're acting like you don't know where their card is, but in reality you do know. You're just making them feel like you don't know at all. But okay, so now Now here's where the biggest part comes in. You gotta keep track. So the Queen of Diamonds is right here underneath the bottom of the deck of pile number 1. So let's say they pick the pile that your card is in. Let's say they pick these 2 piles for the first question, just get rid of 2 piles. Well, you're going to get rid of the 2 that they don't pick. You got to make sure that this pile stays in, or else this whole trick, the whole preparation, it just won't work. So then now you're down to 2 piles. Let's say they pick this one. If they do pick this one, you just get rid of it. You don't get rid of this one. You have to make sure that this one stays in at all. So you make sure you keep track of where the Queen of Diamonds is. It's right here. And let's say they pick 2 cards. Let's say they pick these 2. Queen of Diamonds, just let you know, the Queen of Diamonds is one of those. So you get rid of the other 2. And let's say they pick this one, which isn't the Queen of Diamonds. You get it over here, and then you make it look like the last card selected is the Queen of Diamonds, and that you did magic. I'm going to do one more card trick since this isn't going to be a short video today. Here we go. So this video is going to start by me spreading out all of the cards. Spreading out all the cards into one messy pile. Spreading them out at all. And yeah, this should work. This should work. Okay, so now all the cards are messed up. I'm going to ask them to pull out the 10 of hearts. I'm going to ask the spectator to just pull out 3 random cards. First one, I'm going to ask to pull out the 10 of hearts. Let's say they pick this card right here. Okay, so now I'm going to ask them to pull out the 4 of spades. Let's pick it out right here. Okay, and now I'm going to pick out the... Now I'm going to pick out the King of Hearts. Let's go with this one right here. Alright, so could have been random selection. I'm going to put these 3 cards aside. Get the rest of the deck in order. So these are the 3 cards that we selected. I swear I did not put these out from the deck. The 3 cards that we selected. The 10 of Hearts. The 4 of Spades. And the King of Hearts. This one has a really cool effect. It's super simple, and you're going to laugh when you realize how simple it is. All you have to do for this trick is look at the bottom card. Take a glance at the bottom card. This time it's the Ace of Hearts. Just take a glance at it and place the deck normally like it is. Now when you're shuffling the deck, make sure you keep track of the Ace of Hearts right here. Make sure you keep track, but make sure you don't make them realize that you're keeping track of it. It might look like that in this video, but anyways, that's kind of all it is. So now we have the cards spread out. The Ace of Hearts is right here. And let's get right into it. So now I'm going to ask the spectator to pick out 1 card. I'm going to ask them to pick out the Ace of Hearts. Now, if they do select the Ace of Hearts, then that's great. That's handy dandy. But most likely, they won't. Let's say they pick this card right here. Now, I just look at it and act like they're right. But technically, I'm not. They're not right. So their card that they picked was the 2 of Spades. I'm going to ask them to pick out the 2 of Spades. Let's say they pick out this card right here. And now I'm going to say, now I am going to pick out the card they just picked out, which was the 3 of Clubs. And technically, I'm just picking out the Ace of Hearts. So when they realize that, I say, hey, you know what's funny? The cards that you selected were the Ace of Hearts, the 3 of Clubs, and the 2 of Spades. I'm going to do one more card trick, and then we'll end this video. So for this card trick, we need a spectator to ask them to pick a random card. Just say stop wherever you like, and we'll ripple through the deck. Stop. Alright. That's your card, the 7 of Spades. We're going to take it out, and then we're going to place it back somewhere in the middle of the deck, about right there, okay? You see that? That is in the middle of the deck, and there we go. So, here we go. I'm going to go behind my back, hands behind my back. I'm going to find your card. I'm going to just mix up the deck a little bit. And I'm going to find your card. I'm going to be able to find your card. It's going to be freaking amazing, okay? It's going to be amazing. You have no idea what's going to happen. Alright, so now, here we go. See, we have a deck of cards right here. I'm going to turn the deck over, and I'm going to spread out the cards like this. As you can see, when I spread out the cards, you'll see that 1 card is face up out of the whole entire deck. When we take out that card, it happens to be the 7 of Spades. This trick also gets good reactions from many people. It's just a good use of sleight of hand skills, and I'm going to teach you how to do it right now. So when you ask the spectator to ripple through the deck, let's just say they say stop right there, and this is their card, the 3 of Spades. While they're memorizing their card, you are flipping over the bottom card of the deck so that it looks like it's a face down deck of cards, but you don't want to reveal that number. You don't want to reveal any of that number, or else the trick will kind of be given away. And then you set it back face down, so technically it looks like it, but in reality, you aren't. You aren't doing that. So in reality, it looks like it, and all you're doing when you flip it behind your deck, when you put your hands behind your back, all you're doing is you're turning this card over. You can mix up the cards if you want to, just to like give some fun in it. And then when you put the hands out and go like, all right, I'm gonna behind my back, I'm gonna find your card, and all you're doing is flipping over that bottom card so that it's face up. And then once you've done that, you show it so that it's a face down deck, and when you turn it over, you spread out the cards, and then you see that one card is face up, and then you turn that card over, and it is the Just Chosen card, the 3 of Spades. Let me know in the comment section what I should do for my next trick, and leave a comment down below if you like my new cardinal blanket setup. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. I say that stuff way too often in my outros. I say it like twice. And now for some random card outro. What I meant to say was card trick outtakes. Now it's time for some card trick outtakes. Teacher, I have a question. What is this card doing behind my back? Behind my hand? What is this card doing? What is it doing? You want to see an explosion? Oh my god! Jesus! Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh man, that was great. Was this the card you thought of?